All right, everybody, and we are back. I am super excited. I hope you are for this upcoming run. Mega Man Rock and Roll by Resisting Frame. So, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to you, Frame. Good luck and have fun.
All right. All right, so everyone, before I start, I want to say as much as possible about the game because this game is very fast paced. It requires a lot of platform jumping and double jumping and timing. So basically, what this game is it's a fan made game. It's made around I think November 2019. So it's relatively new, and you will be seeing a lot of both Rock, Mega Man, and his sister Roll. But we'll be primarily running with Roll because of her double jump. So we're gonna start with that. It's very fast paced. I really love the music. This is actually one of the reasons why I actually continue to run this game. Very great music. So if sometimes you see me quiet, it's probably just gonna be me tuning to the music. But I'll try to mention as much things as possible that go on. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna start. All right, ready? And we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. So we're gonna start right away. We're gonna start as Rock, and what's happening now is that a lot of the robot masters or robots, actually just robots, are getting abducted. You're gonna see some familiar faces if you played Mega Man before. You're gonna see a lot of familiar faces as well as some new faces. There goes Fireman there, and we're gonna try to just be very careful and not fall on the water here, as well as continuing our motion while firing at the Mets. One of the things I like about this game is very smooth with the sliding, and it's very lenient when it comes to the sliding off the ledges. So you actually have a lot of freeway to jump off ledges and stuff like that. Slide off ledges, my bad. And as you guys can see, we have a new character here. Well, not so new. And we have Roll. One of the difference between Roll and Rock, so to say, is that Roll is actually equipped with the double jump. Double jumping, just like in many other games, you can just tap the jump button again, get a little bit extra boost on your jump, but it's very essential for platformers. So that is why you will see us using Roll primarily. Unfortunately, she does not have a charge shot, so everything will be Buster for her, but we do have access to weapons later on that are actually quite useful. So one of the things I actually really love about this game is that there's a lot of variety in terms of how you plan your strategies and how you plan your weapon usage. So you will see a lot of that as well, and some OP weapons as well. You know, it's not a Mega Man game if you don't have an OP weapon. So we're moving along now. This pretty much consider this like an intro stage. It's introducing both of the characters, how they move, what they do and such. And you're pretty much trying to escape. You got caught and you got saved and you escaped. And we're almost done with the first part. And we're about to hit the first stage. Alright, so far so good. We're gonna pick Roll here and we're gonna move on right to Dune Woman. So Dune Woman, the reason why we go for her first, she's a little bit easier to buster, and also her weapon is very good early game. So we're gonna see a lot of her weapon usage. And here we go, we're in the desert. As you guys can see, we're using Roll's double jump to pretty much jump over a lot of platforms that normally we would have to like maneuver around or strategize around. And we're moving pretty quickly here. So sometimes you're gonna see me say a lot of and that's because I really don't want to mess up. This game is very punishing when it comes to your health. I believe that Roll does take more contact damage than Rock does. So, you know, I really have to be careful on where I place my damage boost at. Not to mention that with the double jumping, especially around ledges, if I'm too early, I might just double jump out of the ledge. And or if I'm too late, you know, I might mistake something and accidentally fall off. So, and there goes an unnecessary energy drop. Since I'm moving fast, a lot of energy drops, you know, tend to ruin my rhythm. So I try to avoid as many as I can. Here we go. Here's one part you don't want to double jump in by accident. And all right, we're good. Easier to buster. Well, maybe not so easy, but I guess once you're used to it, it's fine. What we want here is we want her to stay up. We don't really want her to do tornadoes and dig under, right? It kind of wastes a lot of time. When I watch out for tornadoes, I try to stay on the opposite half, just because they do tend to suck you up and they will launch you up out of screen, and it'll take some time to come back in. It's a really big time waster, so I want to stay as far as possible while landing consistent shots. There you go. It's pretty decent time. Not as fast as I wanted it to be, but still. You know, there are a lot of things that you can do to really ruin your time here. So we're moving on. This is the best Mega Man fan game. I agree. What up, everyone? I'm trying to keep up with the chat and keep up with the game and keep up with the speed. This game is very fast-paced. I like the fact that during every weapon they show you how to use it and what it does. So pretty much the tornado is gonna lift things off screen, and it's gonna pretty much just take things out of your way. So it's very good to use. I'm gonna stay quiet for this part, just this little quick section, because there are these parachutes that if you touch them, it's an automatic death. So you kind of have to shoot them, time it. I actually did not stay quiet, but still, I was a little bit more focused. This stage is more like a conveyor belt stage. You have the yellow ones that swing you left and the blue ones that swing you right, and you kind of have to time everything perfectly. To watch out for these little mashers here. They are timed, so if you miss your shot, you will have to end up waiting a lot. And here we go. And we're using the first usage of Tornado, which kind of just sends enemies off stage. I'm not sure if it sends all enemies off stage, but for the most part it does. So we do have letters around here. There's actually 100% way to beat the game, and that's for a different category. And here we go. All right, I'm always scared of that part because that's right next to the checkpoint, so you don't want to die there. Then you go all the way back. Whew, this stage is so scary, man. Oh my goodness. Here we go with the conveyor belts along with the time bombs. Ooh, I was a little bit slow. I was a little bit scared. And there we go. And here we go, approaching the second boss. So the second boss, we kind of want to aim for double hits. We have to kind of time when they're standing still and stay close to land the tornado shot, and we'll get the double hit. Let's see what he does now. Nice. All right, so that's as clean as it can get, and we're gonna move on. This game is not easy to commentate. Yeah, that's true, Creed. So true. I'm trying my best. I actually learned a lot from Creed, and a lot of the information he said, and you know, I'm trying to regurgitate everything and moving on. We're moving on to missiles, which is another weapon that we're gonna use often. We do have a small control of it, and which angle we're gonna throw it at, and we do control when we can blow it up, I think. Yeah, so that's one thing that we're gonna use. All right, and we're moving on. We get a little bit of weapon item getting as well. So as we progress, we will get both items for rock, which you will receive roll, and we're gonna receive something else at the end, which I will show later on. I don't want to spoil it too early. Moving on. Tide Man. It's not a Mega Man game if there's no water stage, I think. Every stage has a water stage, right? So we're moving on. We're gonna start using both weapons, but we have to be very careful. A lot of the stages are routed carefully within the weapon usage, so I don't want to be too aggressive. Now, especially with the tornado. The tornado we will use a lot, so I kind of want to make sure I'm careful and not wasting anything. And we're moving on. I also have to be careful of my timing, so that's what I mean. I'm sorry guys, this one I have to go slow. I messed up my rhythm, so I am not taking any chances in this stage. Woo. And moving on, we have a mini boss coming up. This mini boss I think is kind of cute. It's an anglerfish, you know, but instead of having a lure, that's a health as a lure, so which I find is pretty, you know, pretty comical and fun. I took it just in case, you know, you can never be too safe in marathons. Here we do have a dark area, but if we light up the little flowers, they do light up, give you some light. I do like to use them. You don't need to, but I like to use them just because I'm a very forgetful person. I just forget where all the pits are. And one of the things I like about Roll in the underwater is that her double jump actually covers more ground, so that's another thing. Moving on. We're going weakness order for the bosses, and we're looking for a big bubble and a mace. That would be our optimal route. He's gonna throw his big fish. Ooh, we got the small fish. Is it big fish or small fish? I think it's small fish. I think that was the optimal route. No, we want to avoid the big fish. There we go. Do we? Yeah, we want to avoid the big fish. We don't like big fish. So we got a good optimal pattern there. We got the small fish with the mace. He does throw his mace or chain mace, whatever, and it allows us to keep him in the corner and get the quick kill. So we're moving on. So far, so good. And we're the bubble shield is something that we're gonna use. As you can see, we can use it on water. It'll keep us afloat. But we have to be careful not to pop it. I think it pops after like a couple of contact hits. And I'm not sure, it was 4 or 5. And you can pop it by yourself too. I'm gonna stay quiet during this first part because it's very difficult, and then we'll see. We do start using a combination of the weapons here, so give me 1 second. Oh, it threw me off. Okay, I'd rather take that than the instant death. It wasn't optimal. I did lose the timing again on the energy drop. Energy drops are really not good in this game for me. They really throw me off. Right now we're at a pace against time. We're trying to race up to the top as fast as we can. Oh, nice. We're trying to race up. We're not trying to... I'm trying to be fast, but I can't do both at the same time. My bad, guys. So we're trying to switch between tornado and jet, missile and tornado, and we're gonna save a lot of the bubbles for the last part of the stage. We're gonna save a lot of the bubbles for the last part of the stage here. I should have taken that life. Ooh, that was close. So you want to avoid energy drops right at the end. And I'm going to be safe and kind of take both of these because the thing with bubble is that you have to be very close to make explosion contact with it. So all right, there we go. I was being a little bit slow, man. I didn't want to take any chances. There are a lot of times where I just try to get too close and I actually dipped into the lava. Those are instant kill, by the way. And you can get faster bubble breaks if you're enough close where it makes contact instead of like manually exploding them. So that's good. Yes. 6 hits total for insta pop, depending on enemy type. Yeah, so, and that's actually one of the reasons Drake is one of my favorite stages to play. So you get to use all the weapons conjunctively, and here comes the next part. So we have Rush for Mega Man, and we have Beat for Roll. If you guys know Beat is the bird. In some games is smart, in some games is stupid bird. In this game is very, very smart. We love Beat in this game. It will lift us up. The primary use of Beat is to lift us up, and with double jump, you can time your jump and it'll lift you really high. It will make you skip some stages. So you're about to see it really soon. So we're gonna just make sure take advantage of these whales. They pop us up. Oops. There we go, my bad. Here we go. Lift us up. Lift us up. Beautiful. Keep us up in the air. We can just literally skip all these things, taking the conveyor belt up. We don't need to fight this. I mean, just jump over them. Here we go. All right, so you kind of want to also time your bubble pops, because if you keep going, you will take some hits. So I kind of sometimes take like 3 hits. I don't think I usually do it that way, but I was talking and forgot what to do. It's okay. We're in good pace. There we go. Oops. Oh man. We're really breezing by right now, and it's kind of scary. The faster I play this game, the more scared I get. So as you can see, we started using bubble a little bit more. For Polar Woman, we're just kind of gonna yoga flame her for a bit. She tends to pirouette from time to time. We don't really need to worry about the snowballs because the fire melts it. And it's actually, Roll has a really cute animation when it comes to throwing these flames. I really love it. It's like, just kind of blows it out her mouth. But, there we go. We're moving on. And we got the snow roller. Snow roller, how can I explain snow roller? It's snow. Snowball, and it rolls. You get to freeze enemies completely, and that allows you to just jump over them. You can use them as an extra platform, or you can just kind of throw enough to damage them. Let's see how we go. We're up to Reactor Man now. Let's see how it is. Reactor Man, one of the things that makes it so difficult is that you have these lasers here. You kind of want to time them. You don't want to go too early or too late. I lost my time. Sorry. That was, you're supposed to go right away, but like I said, they're insta kill, so I'd rather just take the 5-second loss. We got a little mash section there. Here we're gonna move really fast, and we're moving in between small platforms. So I'm kind of this game is being really evil right now with the energy drops. You see how it just kind of has energy drops right on the little small platforms. Here we're gonna take a little shortcut, take damage just to skip that little part. We're supposed to kind of wait to let it pass. Here you don't want to jump too high or you'll take a death. There we go. We're moving okay. And here you really want to be a little bit faster, because if you don't, you're not fast enough to avoid that missile there. Oh my goodness, these small drops today. What's going on? This one we actually have to wait. You don't want to be too fast on that last part. And what we're gonna do here, there's two ways to fight this boss. You can actually just small ball him, or you can try to freeze him. We're gonna try to go the fast way and kind of go really fast. You can hold your snowball and freeze him completely, but that takes time. We don't got time, right? We want to finish this semi-finale very strong, so we're just trying to just DPS it, and we have to be careful because I think Reactor Man hits like a truck. I think like 2-3 hits and you're pretty much done. It's pretty much like 2 hits if you have like a bad stage, so it's not very forgiving boss, and we have to be careful. If you're ever playing this game, I will give you some advice though. I don't like to really give advice to spoil it for you guys, but I will give you advice for the laser. You kind of want to hold it. You want to hold the laser so the ammo doesn't deplete fast. If you mash it, you will lose fast ammo. Alright, we're moving along. We get the rush jet now, which is a little bit hard. One thing I didn't explain in the meantime is that in terms of weapons, you have many different ways. You have keyboard. Of course, it's a PC game, so you can use the keyboard. You can, play the game on a keyboard somehow and use the number pads to get the weapons. I have the Mega Man 10 style where you can kind of use what's it called? The stick, and direct the weapon. Here's some familiar enemies if you played Mega Man 4, and if you played Mega Man 4, you're gonna see a familiar boss, and he actually acts the same way as the Mega Man 4 Skullman, where he reacts to your movement. So we will shoot first, get him to jump. I took a hit unnecessarily, but reacts the same way. If you stand there, he's just gonna stand there. So, but like I said, we don't have time to stand there. Yo, what is with these small energy drops? That's not what I'm looking for. Oops. There we go. We're gonna slide. Skip all this stuff. We have beat, why wait? We have a little mini boss here, which we're gonna not as fast as I wanted to, but I'm being a little bit safe. I'm gonna be really safe and just beat it across. Get it? Beat it across. There we go. We're almost out of the woods. Alright. I was a little bit safe there because you have like a lot of mini platforms and those knights throwing arrows, and you gotta be careful. I died many times there being too fast, so we're almost done. So I don't want to be too reckless now. For Ghost Woman, we kind of want her to appear on the windows. That's great. If we get one more window, that's perfect. We should be able to. There we go. All right, so that's pretty much got RNG on that one. We really want that. We don't have to worry about her appearing and kind of dodging her soul shots. We kind of trap you, and you have to kind of wiggle your way out. And boom. All right. Wow, we got the Mega Man speedrun with the big raid. What up, everybody? What up? Welcome to Mega Man Rock and Roll. Not available for the relay races, but soon, hopefully. All right, we're up to the last. We're up to the last. Robo, which is Beetle Lady. I once asked, why Beetle Lady? And the answer was quite clear. It's a ladybug. I was like, oh my god, my mind was blown. Why not woman? Oh my goodness. Looks like we will be taking an E-tank. Leave me alone, please. Thank you. Oh, I guess we don't need it. Thank you. Ooh, that was close. I could have taken that one too, but here's to hopefully not taking any more damage than we should. This part is scary. I'm not gonna talk. So scary, my goodness, I got so scared. I jumped. Maybe next year, I know, right? I hope. Be good to have like a fan game, right? Alright, so that's the quick kill on Beetle Lady. We use the ladybugs they throw to trap them with the soul trap, and it gives extra damage to them. Otherwise, the soul trap does harm her directly with I think two hit points. So, but that is the fast way to do it. Yeah, I love the bubble in this game because not only does it provide protection, it floats you on the water, but also it gives explosive damage. I don't know how much explosive damage it does, but it does a lot. And we're up to the castle stages. The castle stages are a little bit different because you will be using both rock and roll. They each have their own separate parts. So if you are not familiar with how to use rock, if you've been using roll the whole time, you will be surprised, and vice versa. If you have been using rock the whole time and have not been using roll, then you're gonna be in for a treat. We're up to a good spot. Here, this boss requires both. So we do have a part with rock and we have a part with roll. So we're gonna try to move in fast. We kind of want to avoid setting up the alarms here. We want to be quiet. We're international super spies, you know, except for this part. This part is mandatory. We're gonna be a little bit risky, and there we go. All right, here we go. We're gonna try to get an early hit. I think we can get it. There we go. We took an early hit. I think that's as perfect as it can be. I think we were one shot late, but better to have that than go in. And we do have a lot of ammo for the next stage. So like I said, we're moving on, and this is where we start alternating paths. And we do have, we're gonna start with rock first, and we're gonna have a very familiar enemy coming up. Pop up often, so let's see how it goes. This part's a little bit scary because you kind of have to jumble the bubble shield with the tornado, and that is why it is important to have bubble. That would have been a death. And we're moving along. The Met Grabber coming up, the boss, is a little bit goodness, these energy drops are crazy today. Like, what's going on? So here's the first use of the soul trap. Ah, that was bad. And what it does, it kind of just traps the enemy inside. You see little Mets trapped in. We can throw them in any direction. Oh, come on. Here we use the bubble to float up faster. We want to be careful here because it's time. So if I'm late, if I take an extra, if I miss my shot. All right. Woo! There you go. So I have to be really careful here. I have to be really, really careful with my shots here. I want to have a perfect one because I don't want to waste too much ammo. The easy way to do it is to kind of I think this is perfect fight. There you go. All right, awesome, perfect fight. So what we want to do is very difficult because it's not the way you throw the soul trap enemies is not the direction that you're hitting it. It's in the direction that you're jumping towards it. So you know, if you're jumping like on the bottom left, it'll go bottom right. If you're jumping on the bottom, it'll go up. Kind of like you're just hitting it towards that way. I'm gonna be quiet for this part because roll stages is just hectic. It's like they made you believe you were not gonna. Oh, all right, we're good. Oh, my goodness, man. I should have like a sticker and how's my instead of how's my driving, how's my speed running today, or how's my commentating today. But I'm pretty sure I'm not talking too much about the stages. There people are like, what's going on? We don't know.
I mean, I can't say anything about chat, but I personally think that you are doing an amazing job, not only with the commentating, but with this run.
Ooh, thank you so much for the vote of confidence. I'm trying to breathe. Alright, so we're moving on. And here we want to hit these switches. We're gonna run into a trick switch coming up, and you kind of have to be careful because it's meant to pretty much kill you. If you're not ready, it will kill you. So we're just gonna make sure we don't hit too many switches. We got the first one, we got the second one, we got the third one. We don't want to hit that last one, and we're moving on. Great. So we didn't fall for the trick, Wiley's shenanigans. And we're moving on. So normally this boss was intended to be fought, I think, with tornado and stuff like that, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna use a little bit of engineering, and we're just kind of gonna mash and destroy this enemy right away. So I'm not sure if this is like an Easter egg or like a secret way to do it, but you kind of just enter the bulb and just light it up, and just light it up so much that it just explodes. So you don't need to go through the traditional way of taking the energy down and killing it. So we're moving on to rock, and I think this is like one of the harder stages of the game. We do have to be a little bit finesse here. We do get to see Jet for the first time. These flame patterns, they will explode if you shoot them, and as you can see, we kind of have to do that. I disagree with that hit, and we kind of have to fight darkness, you know. My bad, guys, that was just slip up. We will take an ammo refill here. I am routing. This is routed into the game, at least for me, just for safety. We will use also. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm Not too safe though. All right. So we did get ammo, missile ammo, because we will use it. We're still gonna use it throughout the stage, but we're also gonna use it on the enemies, so on the boss. So I want both of them. I want to have enough ammo to do both. And here comes a really tricky part of the stage. You are required to have very timed jumps here. Oof. Don't hurt me. All right, good. So we're good. Oof. All right, we do have an E-tank coming up, so we're good. But it's not an E-tank, it's Evil Eddie trying to run away. It's a fake. Well, it's a real E-tank, but it starts off as fake. It runs away from you. And here we go. We're getting flooded. We jump under, down. Ah, I forgot the timing. I forgot the timing. Was it down, up, or down, down, jump? I forgot. We messed up, but it's okay. Moving on to the enemy. We're gonna burst his bubble. And we're gonna have a combination here of both. We're gonna start freezing it, and as we freeze, we let out a missile. Come on, don't hit me. All right, there we go. Whew, my goodness, this is tough. And for those that play Mega Man 2, you guys know of the stage Purple Hell. This stage has its own Purple Hell. And when I mean Purple Hell, I mean really Purple Hell. And of course, this had to be a roll stage. So if you haven't been playing with her, man, you're in for a ride. So the funny thing about this stage is that there is no pitfalls. There's a lot of pits. There's a lot of spikes, but there are no pitfalls. Why? It's like a dimension pretty much. So you go to the right, you're gonna end up left like this. And if you go left, can I please? And if you go left, you're gonna end up going right. So if you go, of course, you go all the way to the top, you're gonna go under for the most part. All right, we will take some intentional damage here so we can get through here. We don't want to take too much damage. Like I mentioned in the beginning, roll does take more contact damage, so we're trying to avoid not taking too much contact. So here we go. Here comes a really difficult part. I have to time my double jump here, which I messed up. Oh no, my deathless run. Okay, let me be really careful on that part from now on. That part is tough to do really fast, and now I'm low on flame, so I'm gonna avoid using it for a bit. I also don't want to die too many times here because I'm also low on beat, so I kind of want to be careful here. But the sad part is I don't really know how to be slow here, so we are still gonna risk. We are still gonna risk some things. All right, we're good. We're not good yet, but I think we reached a checkpoint. So unfortunately, we're not doing this deathless. I was close, but this is a hard game to run deathless, so it's very, very difficult. I don't want to die here too many times. This is a difficult stage to do over and over again. Alright, we're gonna try to do this boss perfectly. Whew, my goodness. What's Creed's nickname for this stage? It's probably something saucy, cause All right, good. Not so perfect. I was early on one hit, but better early than late. One death is okay. One death is okay. I'll take it. Rolling out remix. We are rolling out with this one, so. All right, we're going into the refight section. We do have a second part to go here. You do see this new robot master. It's Dagger Man. I believe it's from Super Fighting Robot. I'm not sure. It was from another fan game. It's very difficult. As you guys can see, it's just like all over the place. But we made it through. I don't like wasting too much ammo. And we're moving on. We do need some extra tornado. It will be useful later on. Whew. You thought it was Blade Man? Is it Blade Man? Dagger Man? Blade Man? You might be right. I don't know. Which one do I need? I think it was this one. Sorry, my brain just like gave out for a second. I was like, what do I need? Here we have Flame Man. Oof, alright, there we go. There we go. No, this part it gets me all the time. Did I run out? Huh? When? I don't recall. My bad, guys. I didn't realize I wasted so much rush. Alright, so we're moving on and we're gonna go. So here comes the refights, guys. We have this is routed with the ammo usage involved. There we go. Alright, so this is where we get to see the first usage of Ladybug. Luckily, we do get to see it again. Oops. I would appreciate it if you stop running into her because I kind of need her. Need these ladybugs. Alright, and from there. So if you guys noticed, you probably forgot, but in the beginning of Missile Man stage, I threw myself into the first cloud. And the reason is because there's actually a hidden W tank there. And that hidden W tank, we get it for this very specific reason. We do need flame and we do need bubble later on. And here we go with the same exact thing as before. Can we get good luck again? Alright, there we go. We did get an extra hit. We've got the second part. Oh, I'm pretty sure I hit her. Wow, awesome. Double hit. All right, we're almost done.
Mind if I jump in real quick?
No problem.
All right, I just want to remind everybody as we are getting closer to the end of the marathon that this is for charity, supporting the Canadian Cancer Society. I'm sure everybody, me as included, either knows somebody or has a family member or a friend who knows somebody very close to them who has had cancer. It is a disease that we are constantly trying to find a cure for, so every little bit will definitely help. Exclamation point D will get you that donation link, and like I said, every little bit helps and we greatly appreciate it.
We have to use an E-tank. I made a lot of mistakes here, but we definitely have enough. There we go. Alright, so the way the refights work is pretty much whoever fights Proto last is going to end up being kidnapped. And we kind of do want Rock to get kidnapped first because the beginning part is kind of a little bit tricky with Rock, but with the double jump it allows us to be a little bit quicker. So we're moving on to the last part, guys. Hopefully it's been a good run for you guys to see. And we're almost gonna finish. Alright, so here we're gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the laser to hit the light bulb to light up the eye on the opposite side, where we're gonna try to hit I think I messed up because I don't think I have enough. It's okay, we just hit it with. We just mash it open. And then we use the remainder. There's no problem at all. Here we use Tornado because Rock doesn't have double jump, so it doesn't really get close to the entry point. We pretty much just shove ladybugs into the thing. I guess kind of like bugs into the mouth. Oh. Woo! Who has? I have to be careful. So we do have the last E-tank, luckily. There we go. And with that, we're done. Oh. Oh, roll getting kidnapped by this one is actually faster. I mean, I die a lot trying to platform it, so just as a request, can we there's actually an important message at the end of the credits. I was wondering if we could just stay on until the credits are read. Well, at least the final credits are read. Not sure.
Yeah, we are ahead on schedule, so that should be fine.
Awesome.
How long do the credits normally take? Just out of curiosity.
Shouldn't take too long, like 2-3 minutes, or maybe less than that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's actually perfect. While the credits are rolling, before we get to that special message, is there anything that you would like to say? Any special shout outs you would like to give? And where can we find you guys for if anybody wants to pick up the game?
Alright, so quick shout outs to like LV Creed, Sauce Man. They helped me, you know, a lot in running this game. I received a lot of helpful tips. The rock and roll community on Discord is very, very helpful. Very informative, and whenever if you guys ever want to pick up the game, there's a link. You can actually just download the game. It is free to play. You can download the game and you can just play it. I'll see if I can pop in the link while we're waiting for the credits, or if if someone's watching and knows the link, they can play it. They can put it as well. On that, I just want to thank everyone for letting me showcase this game. It's a very difficult game. And it's kind of hard to talk and play at the same time. But hopefully I did my best on that part. We did have one death, but one death, I take it over what happened at ESA. So I recommend for everyone to give it a try. And that's it. Pretty much. Thank you guys. In the meantime, I'll look for the link. You can pretty much just type in Rock and Roll Mega Man and you'll probably get the link. And here's the message coming up. All right, and there it is. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm trying to see if I can find the link. I found the link. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna post the link. Anyone is free to try this game out. Like I said, the Discord is very helpful.
Tonight, I'll be eating a puppet.
There we go. Yeah, so there we go. That's my rock and roll run, guys. I'm glad I finished under estimate.
You did awesome. Sorry, tearing up a little bit after that message.
Yeah, it always gets to me.
All right. Well, so yeah, that was an awesome run. Thank you to our awesome runner, Resistingframe. Remember, everybody, !R will get you that Twitch link. Go give them a follow for some more awesome Mega Man gaming. I know I'm going to be going over there in the future as well. But everybody stick around because the marathon is coming to a close, but it is not done yet. Up next, we have Metroid Dread, ran by the one, the only Strizer. So make sure you stick around for that awesome run, and we'll be back in just a bit.